Hey y'all, Eat Mo Pie here. Um, Friendly neighborhood brewmaster. This is just a little tutorial guide for AoE tanking. I'm going to go over some of the abilities. It's been done before, but I'm going to go over them being a long-time tank myself with every single class that's available to tank in game. Um, I, I think that my opinion counts a little bit. Right now, brewmaster tanking is pretty fun. It's pretty neat. There's a few things that need adjusted. Breath of Fire, the cooldown seems to be a little bit long. Um, Spinning Crane Kick at this level seems to not do quite enough damage. Just little teeny tweaks like that. But for the most part, it's awesome. Talents. Talent-wise, first tier is all movement. You get a sprint, you get a cheat or lower cooldown on your roll, and then you get momentum, which is like a sprint after you roll, which I think is the most useful for soloing and AoEing, which is kind of how I level in Quest. I just tend to take as many as I can and kill them all at the same time. Power Strikes. I went with Power Strikes because it's additional chi. It's on a 15-second cooldown. Your jab generates an additional chi. You need that chi. Um, it makes it so much more convenient when you're generating two at a time that, well, you'll see. It's just very convenient. And you don't really want to use jab all that much while you're tanking because it's a single target attack. But once every 15 seconds is not a big deal. Leg sweep. Super overpowered. 25-second cooldown. 1 chi. It's an AoE knockdown and a 6-second stun. It's going to get nerfed. But for right now, it's amazing. I love it. And it's really great for, saving your ass, especially when you have momentum. So if you really do get in trouble with AoE or you're getting ganked in the middle of a pool, you can AoE stun and you can roll away, and you get so far away. Plus you have a 50% sprint. It's pretty easy to get away. The rest are pretty much not that important. You can pick whatever you want. There's reduced health, reduced damage taken, increased healing, mystery talents. We're still early in the beta, so there's a lot of things that are going to change. But okay, let's go to defensive abilities. As a brewmaster, you have guard. It's basically a power word shield. If anybody's ever played a priest or had a priest bubble on, that's what it is. It also increases the healing that you take. From yourself, anyway, by 30%. So Expel Harm is basically your rune tap. It's a self-heal for, it works out to be about 10% of your health. When you have guard up, it's 30% more. You want to try to use those together if you need to use them. You also have Healing Sphere. I haven't really used it. You don't really need to. But it's a neat ability. Anyway, it's going to be overpowered too. It's probably going to be changed. Defensive abilities. Elusive Brew. This is your evasion. 50% dodge for 10 seconds. Costs 1 chi, 45-second cooldown. That's awesome, especially because it works with your, let me find it here, recoil. Whenever you dodge, you gain 5 energy. So if you're low on energy, you've just used, your Expel Harm and whatever else, your Keg Smash, you use this and you're instantly back at full. It's pretty cool. Fortifying Brew, this is your oh shit button. It doesn't work currently. It's supposed to increase your health by 100% and absorb all the healing that you take until after it runs out, and then you're healed for whatever you were healed for during the 20 seconds that it was up. Sounds like a cool ability, but right now it doesn't do anything except for show the animation. So you get bigger, but it doesn't change the healing, or it doesn't change your healing or increase your stamina. As for your main attacks, Dizzying Haze. This is your most used ability. It costs 10 energy right now, which I'm sure is going to change because it's just too easy to spam, and it effectively makes brewmasters the best tank, or the best kiting class in the game. It's hard to beat that. By the time you throw another one, you're back at full. Now the goal is to have 3 stacks of Dizzying Haze on all of your targets, which is not a big deal. You build chi. Either use your jab, which is clobber because I'm using a staff. It changes based on what weapon you're using. Or keg smash. I use keg smash a ton. It's a cleave. It does a lot of damage and it generates 2 chi. So pretty much on cooldown, I'm using it every single time. Use that, and you're either going to use guard, depending on how much damage you're taking, or you're going to use breath of fire. That's what Blizzard wants to do with tanking right now. They want to make it so you have to choose if you're going to, be defensive or if you're going to be offensive for each time you spend resources, which is great. It gives you something to think about, and it changes things up a little bit. I mean, right now in Kata, you know when to use your abilities. You can just put a bone shield up or use a shield block, or whatever you want to use. But and you don't think about it. You just spam your abilities. You're basically a DPS that has aggro. So this changes things a little bit. So if you build your chi, I like to use Breath of Fire. It's your biggest damage attack, with the exception of Touch of Death, which is overpowered, but it's single target. So anyway, Breath of Fire, it's awesome. You only want to use it when you have 3 stacks of Dizzying Haze on your target. There's a huge difference. This is, the damage multiplier for Breath of Fire. You build chi again. After your Breath of Fire, you can leg sweep or just go right into a spinning crane kick. It's entirely up to you. I like the leg sweep, especially when I have a big pull. I use it pretty much every pull, just because it's 6 seconds that you're not getting hit. And one of the things about spinning crane kick is you can be rooted and still use it, but you can be stunned right out of it. And I'm actually leaning towards playing a human when this goes live, because of how often I've been stunned just leveling up on this gnome. It seems, stunned or polymorphed. It happens all the time, and it's annoying. So, I may just go with a human and have the free trinket. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, you can be stunned right out of spinning crane kick, which changes your whole rotation up a little bit. It's kind of a pain, but stuff happens. What can you do? So I'm gonna walk through just a single target here, but I'm gonna do my AoE rotation or priority or whatever you want to call it, just to give you an idea. So I start by pulling with my Dizzying Haze, and you get used to throwing it after a while. As you can see, I could literally kite this guy all day. This is just one stack of my debuff. Obviously I have a lot of stacks. It doesn't really matter. You can spam it all day long. You can spam it. You want to build chi. Keg smash. 2 chi. You see my Dizzying Haze is up. I'm fine, so I'm in a Breath of Fire. Boom. Wasn't that big. I'm out of chi. So I build chi again. I'm trying not to kill it. Leg sweep. And then I'd spinning crane kick for the AoE. But, now the idea is, you know, in instances, well, not lobby instances, because everything dies so fast, especially when your group is full of monks. But in instances later on, when things don't die in that after that first spinning crane kick, you have to decide if you're going to throw another dizzying haze to keep your stacks up for a breath of fire, if it's going to come back up on cooldown before the pack is dead. You know, you're going to want to use it again because it's beast. It's an awesome attack. Or if they're going to die with a second spinning crane kick. So it's, you know, just a matter of learning your class, learning your damage potential, and you know, when you should use what ability. But I'm going to throw some clips in here so you can see what I'm talking about. I have a few nice pulls, and you know, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. If there's anything you want to see, please let me know, and you know, I'll work on getting it out as soon as possible. I'll work on answering you and showing you what you want to see. Thanks. See ya.